So people have asked me, how does acupressure actually work? First of all, I need to put your mind at ease. Now, you don't need to use any needles with acupressure. Now, you've probably heard about acupuncture, because that's what does use needles. But acupressure, it works with no needles at all. It just works by pressing onto a point. And you see, in the body, there are channels of energy connecting all the various parts of the body. All of these channels, which are called meridians, are like the wiring in a car that connects all the parts that make the car work. The computer is like the brain, and the fuel tank in the car is like the stomach. The engine is like the heart, and the wheels are like the muscles that makes everything go. When you think of it like that, it does make sense, doesn't it? On the meridians in the body, there are acupressure points that act like switches that create a small electrical current when you press on them. Now, you know what happens when you cut yourself, for example. Now, straight away, you feel the pain, and you know where it is on the body, so you don't have to go looking for it. So that proves there is a connection between the skin and the brain. Yeah? Okay. So when your brain gets the message, it tells the other various parts of your body to produce the chemicals and all the enzymes and the other substances, the antibacterial stuff and whatever it needs, to coagulate the blood, for example, and could create even new cells to close the cut. So we know all of this happens automatically, and that's what keeps us surviving. Yeah? Makes sense? Well, it's exactly the same when you press on the acupressure points. There are 6 acupressure points for strengthening the immune system, and I'll explain briefly what each of these points do. The first point is on the energy channel for the lung. And pressing on this point helps your lungs by producing more of the cells that they will need to fight the virus. Now, these are called T cells, or they're like what we call soldier cells. Now, the second point is on the channel, or the meridian, as we call them, for the large intestine. The large intestine is actually where we manufacture the bacteria that fights off infections or a virus. So by strengthening the large intestine means that your system can react quicker to fight the virus. Now, the third point is on the channel that circulates the energy around the body. Now, it builds up the energy that will be required by the immune system if you get an infection. It takes a lot to fight an infection, and if you're weak or your immune system is weak, then you don't have much of a chance of surviving it. Now, the fourth point is on the meridian, or the channel, that controls that part of the brain which controls the temperature in the body. So this helps you to reduce the fever that's associated with the virus in the early stages. The fifth point is on the spinal column, and by pressing on this point, it stimulates the body's willpower or energy to fight the virus. Make sense? Good. Now, the sixth point is on the energy channel meridian for the bladder. Now, remember that the bladder is where we pass out the liquid wastes and the poisons from the body. So that by stimulating that point, it helps to prepare the bladder for flushing out the virus. So I hope that explains how the 6 acupressure points work and how they're going to strengthen your immune system. And they help you to fight the virus if you're unlucky enough to get it, and we hope you're not. So obviously, if you don't get the virus, then you still have a stronger immune system that could help you to ward off any other infections or any other sickness that you may have. And this is especially important as we're getting older. So it could improve the quality of your life, generally speaking. But you must remember one thing though. This is not a replacement for getting proper medical attention. And I can't stress this enough. If you get the symptoms of having a virus or any other sickness, you must go and see a doctor or to the hospital, get tested and do what they tell you to do. So I hope that this explains and puts your mind at ease and explains how the acupressure works. So all I can say, guys, if you want the program, just drop me an email to the address that you can see on the screen below, and I'll just send it to you. Now what you'll get is you get a program that you can download on your phone, so you can see it and use it anytime you want. And you're also going to get a video, an instructional video, which shows you exactly where all the points are on your body. It's so simple. And if you need any help, just get in touch with me and I can have a meeting or a Zoom meeting with you and talk about it and help you out that way. So just remember one thing, guys. You may not be able to change the situation with the virus. There's nothing much you can do with that. However, you can change yourself so that you're preparing yourself, putting your family at ease, and you know better that if you do get the virus, you're in a much better position to be able to fight it. So take advantage of it. I wish you all the very best. Stay healthy, stay safe. Cheers.